Hi everybody, it's Kathy here and I'm coming to you from the land down under, and we are doing our 52 days or 52 weeks of 52 favourites, and this is a hop done by Miranda Weber, and every week we just show you our favourite photos. Now generally it's a one photo, but today I'm going with two. This is an area outside of my home, not very far actually, and I just loved it this day. So I'm using some new Uniquely Creative here, and this is from the Willow and Grace series, and I'm going to mix and match some of these bases from that series, and I really do love this paper. Uniquely Creative is an Australian company, and the papers are very, very Australian, and they just are beautiful in their colours. So for this one, I'm going to start with a little bit of this Hessian type background, or to make a strip in it, and then I have this one here at the top that I'm going to use as my base, and I'm going to fussy cut around all of these flowers for this layout. So to get started, I'm just going to cut off the branding strip, and I will keep it because it does have a great quote on the other side, and that's the beauty about our branding strips these days. They do give us good quotes, or they give us extra bits that we can put into our layouts in some way. So I love the images around the edge of that one, and I want to just keep it in there. Now for this gingham, we call it Hessian, and you guys might call it burlap. I want to choose some of it, but look at the cute little images on the other side, and I don't want to waste all of those. So I'm going to strategically cut out a 3-inch strip because I want that down the center of the layout. And I am going to also put in a mounting piece here. But this too, I absolutely love this paper, and it's really hard to use just one side of it. It's just so gorgeous. But I'm going to go with this diagonal stripe piece, and I do like that little cat on the other side. And I want this one to be, well, my photo is a 5x7, so I'm going to make it an 8 by, I think I end up doing about 8 by 10.5 in size for this layout. And this will be, like I said, a central piece in the background for the photo to sit on. And as you can see, the colours are just gorgeous. Look at that mixed media imagery there with the ink splatters. It's just so gorgeous, and I don't want to waste it. So I will keep the pieces because I'm sure I will be able to use that on a layout somewhere down the track, either as a banner or an extra strip, or just another point of interest on a layout. So I'm contemplating my size here. I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to go, so I did end up going as a 10 by 8 rectangle, which is going to be a feature on this layout. Now that's the easy bit. Getting those pieces cut was easy. Well, you'd think I dawdled a bit doing it, but it was the easy part. Now I am going to fussy cut around these images that are in the paper because they are just so gorgeous that I do not want to cover any of them up. And I actually want them to become a feature of the layout. So with my knife, I am cutting carefully around the images, as you can see here. And my knife is very, very sharp. My husband sharpened it with the kitchen knife sharpener so that it cuts like butter. And I just need to add a little bit more cutting here just so that I can slide that piece in nicely. And I'm going to go around here to the edges so I can get it all in and still maintain that beautiful imagery on this layout. And you can tuck it in there, and that is now a piece on that layout. And I'm also going to need to cut more of these down here so that I can get that strip of burlap or Hessian into this layout. And I want it to tuck in behind these leaves. That's a little bit more tricky because they are a little bit more delicate to work with. I have to make sure that I'm lifting them perfectly off this layout so that it will tuck into that space. Now, I do like how that's come together, but I would like a little bit more of a feature with that burlap. So what I'm doing is I'm punching a border strip using a paper punch, and I do like this one here. It's a scallop edge, but it's also got like a wicker basket feel to it. I'm using Scotch Timber here to distress ink the edges of this piece of paper just to lift it up off that background. And I'm doing it also here to the Hessian or burlap piece here. Now that I've done that, I can actually start building this layout. So it took a lot of prep work to get it started, but then it's going to come together quite nicely. Now, as I said, these photos I took not very far from where I live. They're on the way to Narellan, and it's actually like 10 minutes down the road, if that. And it's a farm where the where the farmer has his milking cows. And this day we were driving to Narellan, and the sky was just magic. It was like it was stormy, so it was the steel blues and greys, my favourite colours. And this cow, when I stopped to walk up and take a photo, was just looking at me, and he looked so sad, and I just loved that photo of him. So I really want it on there. But this one I think is a little bit too big, so in the end I actually swapped it out for a smaller version of the same photo that I had printed. So I'm using this big photo. As you can see, I love gum trees against a stormy sky. The colour of the gum trees just is magnificent. And look at the greenery of that grass. It's just so good this summer. And there's that cow again, a bit more closer. And I had done him into a smaller photo. So I'm just going to tuck that one there to the top right hand. And I did mat that with some more of the papers that I had cut out on this layout, which you'll see in a moment, where I fussy cut some more flowers to build up the height of the flowers along the left-hand side. So I have fussy cut this piece out, and I'm just going to put it there across the photo. And I don't mind that it goes across the tree. It all just blends in nicely, and it's like it's tucking it into the layout. I first cut out the word ordinary from that other piece of paper that you saw with all those beautiful images on it on the back of the burlap or the Hessian, and that is where I got that title. And I'm adding these arrows in to point to the photo, as it is extraordinary. It really was a great photo, and I just like the colours of it. Now, I did put blue arrows in as my nod to the blue in the photo. And then I'm tucking in another little fussy cut flower just to finish off that collection there. Now, when you have your layouts where you're fussy cutting and cutting into them, and you've got pieces sticking out the back, washi is a great way of making it flat and not stick out, so you can put it into your album without catching. Now, to finish it off a little bit here, I am going to put some random stamping. It is a uniquely creative stamp. It is a text stamp. So I'm not making it perfect. I'm just putting a little pieces of text here and there, and I'm using the stamp itself, the holder, to be a shield against all of the ink on the layout. And I really do like how this has come together. It's very simple, very easy. It looks quite intricate, but it wasn't that bad. So just to finish off, I'm setting up my visual triangle here with my Nuvo drops, and you can see how quick and easy this has come together. But these photos are, like I said, my favourite for the week. And I hope that I've done something here that makes you want to subscribe, makes you want to give me a big thumbs up. Really do appreciate everybody coming back every week to watch. Don't forget that down below I have the playlist for everybody linked. There are lots of people playing along with this 52 weeks or 52 favourites, and I just need to say that I love how this turned out. The layering, the fussy cutting, all of those pieces, plus that doily, just add that little extra something for these photos. So hopefully you've got 52 favourite photos that you could scrap and put into your albums. Thanks for watching once again. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like something. Here's my next video recommendation for you, and I'll see you next week. Catch you real soon.